What was I thinking coming here? I never should have left Auridon.
So cold. A few gold pieces for something warm to eat. Or perhaps a flag.
How am I supposed to run a stable in these conditions? Clan Shuttle hasn't even sent their promised mounts yet.
Have you come for my cheese? That seems to be the only thing anyone ever wants to talk to me about these days.
I'm just here until I can fix my wagon. I do have some fine armor if you're in the market.
Who would have thought they'd turn an old ruin like this into a safe haven for travelers? They even have a few decent books.
I've little time for talk.
I'll punch anything, even in a charter. Stupid snow rats.
Where is he? Did you happen to see a tattooed Breton on your way here? Stupid hat, droopy mustache, carries a mage staff he doesn't know how to use, answers to Hamelin Serpy. I hired an assistant to retrieve some ingredients from the wilderness, but he's late. Very late. I won't let his absence ruin my chances to restore the good name of Orc cuisine. The King's Hearthwife is holding a competition to celebrate Orc culture. Without my assistant, I can't finish my classic Orc recipes. Unless you'd care to make some coin. If you're interested, I can get you a list of ingredients. I'll need some raspberries and a skin of ice stream water. There should be some nearby, but watch for the wildlife. Of course. Raspberries are like sharper-tasting snowberries. If you chew a mouthful, they stain your teeth the color of blood. A great intimidation tactic before battle. Or a wedding. If it's a good wedding. Normally, I'd say water is water. But I want to mix these crushed raspberries with water from the same source that nurtured them.
Hello there.
Hail.
Greetings.
Someday we might expand this place to accommodate all you adventurers. For now, we can offer good drinks and a warm hearth.
Hello. Greetings.
There's always more to do. Yes?
Hello.
Greetings.
Hail.
You've come to buy, yes? Then buy.
Winter on the range. It's almost poetic. The stillness, the quiet, the cold fit to freeze your fingers off. does, doesn't it? My great-grandfather chose the spot. Far away from everything. Plenty of trees, game. We drive the Echateres to pasture in warm months, and corral them up here in the winter. This winter, live on the land as long as I have. You learn to read the signs. The herd is restless, the wildlife flees, and the giants. Well, I think all this snow gets to them sometimes.
Dark times ahead for Shattul. I can't contend for Chief. It will take me away from the Echater.
The chief is no more. Leave me to mourn my husband.
I'd make a great chief, but then who would herd the Echater?
Someday we'll build a proper forge at this site. I'll have more to do than watch icicles form on my nose.
This is a private matter. I must tend to my son.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife. Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge. Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
Rotten luck, Chief. Rotten luck. Don't see many new faces at Shatoul Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left. Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Shatoul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that. We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me find the bastard? I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkael the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club. I don't really know. Most giants are surly enough. Urkael the Cleaver, we've come to learn, is a mean drunk. Once, he tore off an Echater's crest and tossed it across the snow like he was skipping a stone. Heard they found it in Farin's stronghold. You're right. Only made it 100 paces before it slammed into a tree. Took half a day to saw that bloody crest out. We tried to reattach the thing, but the Echater wanted nothing to do with it. Most of Shatoul's warriors died in the first Winterborn raids. Without a good contender for chief, neighbor will fight neighbor for a title they can't hope to hold. We can't afford that, after losing so much to the raiders. Truth is, everyone's afraid. The chief kept this clan together for 2 decades. A strong contender will quiet their nerves. Slaying the giant who killed Chief Ogzor? None will doubt my strength. You want me to quote the Code of Malakath? Go on about vengeance and grudges? I've had my fill of that. Something I learned around all these Echater. The ones who bray the loudest never lead the pack. Someone whose actions speak loudest. Someone like Chief Ogzor. Yes, I want to be chief. I spent 2 decades watching this clan prosper under his guidance. I'm not relaxed. I just wasn't willing to kill my best friend for his clan. Contenders for chief fight it out in the Bloody Knoll. It's our shrine to Malakath, up on the hill. He who emerges is chief. Simple as that. Well, of course. That's how it's always been. Never thought about it any other way. I suppose it's possible. Still, I wouldn't wish that on any woman. She'd face constant challenge. Whispers behind her back, bitter sulking, the petty disrespects you expect from children, but all from grown orcs who should know better. We travel where the Echater travel. Can't say it'd be good if the chief was stuck here defending him, herself, I mean. I wouldn't want to put my clan through that, but that's me. I don't really know. Most giants... You're right. Only made it 100. Most of Shatoul's warriors died in the first Winterborn raids. Truth is, everyone's afraid. The chief kept this clan together. Ha! Exactly. Oh, you were asking. Well, I never challenged Chief Ogzor, even though people thought I could take him. But how could I kill my friend? All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. Some trackers can spot a snapped twig. I'm lucky to notice a broken tree.
Someday we'll build a proper forge at this site. I'll have more to do than watch icicles form on my...
All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver. Yazara? Yazara! Guess she's out. Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell Yazara when she's back. You deserve the credit. That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Shatoul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again. Small clan. Our stronghold let Shatoul camp there in the summers, in return for choicest pick of a chater. Chief Ogzor wanted to strengthen the bond by marrying away his daughter. Ashruka was to be my hunt wife, but that didn't happen. Ashruka refused to be traded like the choicest pick of a chater. She chose exile rather than marry me. A month later, raiders from the Reach wiped out my whole clan. Chief Ogzor took me in. Don't really know. Shatoul tries not to talk about its exiles. Chief Ogzor forbade anyone from speaking of her. I think he blamed himself for pushing her away. After her mother died, Ashruka and her father were always at odds. It was inevitable. No, I've always respected how Ashruka held her ground, and I wasn't too keen on the match. I'd known her since she was a child, so going from Uncle Lorig to husband, we call that a Valenwood marriage. But don't let a wood orc hear you say it. It was my own fault. I was more full of pride than sense back then. Shatoul warned us of Reachmen they'd seen, prowling through the hills. I thought Chief Ogzor was trying to make up for Ashruka running off. Didn't pay it much mind. Then my clan was gone. Never. Chief Ogzor knew I'd consider that a dishonor, after what he'd done for me, and Shatoul needed my muscle. It wasn't charity, if that's what you're thinking. Chief Ogzor's mother, Shatoul's wise woman, though she hates it when we call her that. It falls to her to select the candidates for chief, and she's right over there. Yazara, look! I cut this off her Kill the Cleaver. My friend here struck the killing blow.
Impressive, Lorig. Why don't you show the others?
Sound advice, as always.
Come closer. We should speak. You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Shatoul today, nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of someone so capable. If Shatoul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Lorig is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him. Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion. Shatoul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. We have no walls to hide behind, only our wits and our skill herding a chater. If Ulgesh has neither, I need to know. I sent him after Scamper, our laziest at chater. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been talkative, but see what you can learn as you aid each other. I'll want to speak with you when you return.
Who are you? I don't need your help. Alright, let's finish this so I can get back to the clan. Yazara asked for a snow truffle. This lazy beast can sniff it out. But it's a two-person job. I can't keep Scamper and hunt for a snow truffle. No clue. A potion, maybe? You scout ahead, find a truffle patch. Give a whistle. I'll send Scamper your way. Scamper will sniff the patch. If there's a snow truffle, he'll dig it up. You grab it and bring it to Yazara. Got it? Scamper is fast asleep. Give him a good kick to wake him. Near boulders or trees. Lots of them between here and Shatoul. It's why they camp here in the winter. I lived in Orsinium for years. Sometimes I forget Shatoul is home. Just find the snow truffle. It's cold out here. Ah! Use your nose, Scamper. Nothing. Keep trying, Scamper. Damn, no snow truffle. Nothing in this patch. I think he found one. Scamper earned some sleep. We should get back to Shatoul. Yazara needs the snow truffle. I think he found one. Get that snow truffle to Yazara. And thanks. I won't forget your help.
Did you find Olgesh? Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper. He'd have tried to kill you, but you slew Urkael the Cleaver. I expect Olgesh would now be dead. Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for Chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new chief of Shattul. I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Shattul, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? I would do so, but I must attend to my son. Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you for the snow truffle, Bloodkin. Sometimes the smallest favors are hardest to repay. It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved them all. He won't be able to taste it. His mind, you see, there's nothing left of him. But I'll mix it into the poison so he enjoys it one last time. The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body. No, it is me, murdering my own son. Shattul must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take no offense. I doubt that. An orc of Shattul would truly understand. You are neither. Yet you are bloodkin to our clan, and your words give me the strength to do what must be done. Shattul must survive.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife.
Over here. We need to talk. You looked different from inside Olgesh's helmet. What? What did you know? Yes, you're right. How did you know it was me? I see. You seem to know much about me, Snow Truffle. But not everything. A merchant friend keeps me informed of Shatoul. When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Shatoul must survive. Lorig is a fine warrior, better than my father. But that's the problem. He never challenged my father. He's like an Achater bull that refuses to mate no matter how much ginger pulp you feed him. I haven't thought about that in years. He was always Uncle Lorig to me. Taught me how to play chop. Always called me Little One, even when I was nearly his height. I looked up to him. Then Father insisted I become his hunt wife. Lorig's heart was never in the match, but refusing would have led to a feud. Father was insufferable. A chief's daughter must bear the clan's burdens. But children are a burden I don't ever plan to bear. Not for the clan, not for anyone. Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatoul, and in a decade, it will become tradition. Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the Code of Malakath, Shatoul will band together as we always do. We'll triple their rate on Achater, a built-in blood price for the disrespect. I think we'll get rich off the Malakath zealots. That will make the king happy. And if he asks me to be his chief wife, I'll decline. But I'll offer him the chance to be my king husband. As an exile, I'm not allowed to enter Shatoul. But Ulgesh is no exile. I traded him a new set of armor for his old, then returned to my clan. My own grandmother couldn't tell the difference. The real Ulgesh has a squeak in his voice. One day he paid Morgul's forge wife to make him sound like an ogre. He always wore the helmet everywhere he went. It still smells like sweaty breeches and onions. I cleaned it 3 times. Nothing worked. Now I head to the Bloody Knoll. There I will kill Lorig and become chief of Shatoul. For this to work, my grandmother must know my intentions. Inform her, and I swear upon my mother's memory, I will repay the favor when I am chief. Gladly. Tell her the truth. I don't care if she approves. She will need to prepare the clan for my success. If Malakath disapproves, he can strike me down in the Bloody Knoll. But Shatoul must survive. Go. There's little time.
You were the one who helped Lieutenant Fairfax and the guard at Hinault Farm. You have my thanks.
My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Ulgesh on his way? What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatoul. I would never allow her to contend for chief. That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatoul will never accept an exiled woman as chief. My son, Chief Ogz. What? Ushruka was exiled. That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Had she become Larig's hunt wife as my son wanted, Shatul would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Larig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Larig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender. Fair. I just watched my son die. None of this is fair. The flawed blade is a test. A weak contender who survives despite this setback deserves to become Chief of Shatul. When the blade fails, the weakest contender will most assuredly die. If she... Go, there is little time. Malakath favor the victor.
Ushruka? You have to go. If Ulgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his armor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor. Goodbye, little one.
You've returned. Who is the new chief of Shattul? I see. Our clan will believe Malakath favors the loyalty Lorig showed my son. They'll accept his victory, for now. I shall advise him, if he allows it, and I will watch for weakness in his heart. Shattul must survive. You alone emerged from the bloody knoll. Did you pray to Malakath for your victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shattul, I present your new chief.
Chief Ogzor was good for Shattul. Though Ushruka fell by my hand in the bloody knoll, I vow to lead by her father's example.
Lorig will not lose another clan. I won't allow it.
I lost my best friend. Then I killed his daughter. The woman I was once supposed to marry. When it rains, it pours. But right now, it feels like it's pouring out in Echater's back half. You? Of course you have my support. You've done much for Shattul, and stood by me when my friend was dying. When it's time, I'll hear him out. You have my word.
This is not justice. So now we have a new chief. Everyone is ready to forget Chief Ogzor, to ignore his murder. Urkael the Cleaver robbed me of my husband's mind, but Glagosh is to blame. She secretly worships Boethia, the Daedric prince of murder. Her prayers brought about Chief Ogzor's death. I haven't found the proof. I am no longer hearthwife of Shattul. My husband's life was stolen from me by his huntwife, my own clan sister. I want justice. Try the Giants' camp where Chief Ogzor fell, or Lugbag. Ask what he heard the night before the attack. And search Glagosh's tent. Confront her with anything you find. I want to know what she has to say for herself. I don't know. Poison, ritual sacrifice, time when she slipped away from the clan. Anything that connects her to Boethia. Shattul travels with the Echater. We have no prisons, just the code of Malakath. If you wrong another in the clan, you have two choices. Pay in gold or pay in blood.
You're the one who helped Scamper find the snow truffle. Everyone calls him lazy, but they just don't know how to motivate him. It's nothing. Well, Stubbs went missing that night. When I caught her out in the snow, I heard someone singing. It sounded like Glagosh, but I didn't stay to listen. If the chief's huntwife wants to sing alone at night, that's her business.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife.
Doesn't matter who's chief. If we aren't prepared for the spring thaw, the Echater will drown beneath the snow.
Winter on the range, it's almost poetic. The stillness, the quiet, the cold fit to freeze your fingers off.
lost my best friend.
I should have been at my husband's side. Oh? About what? We're a clan that travels the range. It gets boring at night. Sometimes we sing to keep up our spirits. No, that. I wasn't singing. I was chanting. I was out hunting when I nearly stumbled into a mammoth. They have poor night vision. If you chant the way the giants do, sometimes you can fool them into thinking you're not a threat. You rummaged through my tent? If you weren't bloodkin, I could gut you for that. Not that my things are your business, but it's a book of battle poetry. I read them occasionally. It's what they preach in Arsinium, isn't it? Always wise to keep in touch with the king's politics. Better to know the old myths and sound like a bumpkin. That's my hunting blade. Chief Ogzor must have grabbed it on his way to the giant camp. Careful how you handle it. The blade has a paralyzing poison on the edge. His sword jangles. Lots of little buckles on the scabbard. But mine is quieter than a thief. I bet he didn't want to wake me the morning he was injured. Damned fool, trying to prove himself. Didn't want his hunt wife along to fight the giant. Well, I don't. What is the point of your questions? Yeah, the poor girl is still young. She can't accept that our husband fell in fair combat. There is no conspiracy. Just a good man who fell before his time. Tell her that.
So, what did you find? What did she have to say for herself? I knew it. Her hands are red with my husband's blood. You see, a cultist chants to her Daedric prince, just like the stories. I bet she was cavorting in the moonlight. Perhaps she was chanting to ensorcel Urkale, the Cleaver. We've all seen her do that before. Of course she would say that. Followers of Boethia live only to deceive. It was Boethia worship, no matter what she says. Chief Ogzor deserves justice. Something must be done about Glogosh. This is enough evidence for me to demand the blood price from Glogosh. You're right. I was just so angry. If she had been there beside him, he'd still be alive. We'd still be a family. I'll speak with Glogosh. We both lost someone important to us. How could Glogosh have anything to do with Chief Ogzor's death? She loved him more than any of his wives. Except me.
Leave me to mourn my husband.
Someday we'll build a proper forge at this.
them.
Quality wares.
Did I overcook the meat? Just should have taken it off the fire sooner. Wonderful! Now, to brew them for the competition, I call it my Cup of Wrath. I still have a glass from an earlier batch. You're welcome to try it. Here you are. So, what do you think? And please, be honest. If it's not ready for competition, there's still time to perfect it. Exactly! The raspberries give the drink its sharp aftertaste, but the water evens out the crispness. Hrothgarian orcs still use raspberries to fend off illness, but our ancestors knew the best way to make the medicine. Wonderful! It should stand out in the competition. Still no sign of my assistant. Want to make some more coin? I prefer to work with people who finish the job. A drink won't win the cultural competition. I need to present a full course of traditional orc cuisine. Care to scour the land for ingredients that fight back? The next dish calls for harpy bile, some harpy brains, and sedge grass to tie it all together. Of course, I call it tundra hay, because the Echater always nibble on it. You'll want to find a patch near the open water. Those are more naturally salty. With enough sedge grass, you weave a pocket for the harpy viscera. The flavor bakes right in. Try not to get any on your boots. You'll attract Durzog. That's why I'm sending you after Hrothgar harpies. 1,000 generations of inbreeding long since removed any glimmer of intelligence from their minds. The ones here are really giant birds. Delicious, tasty birds.
Buying and selling.
Wait! I'm here! Well, hold on!
Hamilton Serpy. You're late.
But... chased by a giant. Thinks you wanted to mate. Ugh.
Well, now your job won't interfere with your personal life. You're fired.
But... I understand.
The next dish calls for harpy bile, some...
I have many fine goods.
Hello.